Welcome. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another edition of your morning workout talk, aka Talk Time, brought to you by your one and only literary Pharaoh. Welcome back, guys. Happy Wednesday. They like to call this a hump day. I'm assuming because it's in the middle of the week, it's the hump. I didn't do a Monday video because I just didn't go to the gym Monday. I decided to take a break, take a rest, because Friday and Saturday were very busy. Sunday was hectic, and Monday I just wanted to rest. We were doing all sorts of stuff. Went to track meet on Saturday. My niece came over to spend the night, do a little sleepover with my oldest daughter. We had all sorts of activities for them to do. Woke up the next morning, made the kids some pancakes. My wife made the eggs. And doing some cleaning. I decided to just stay in on Monday. I just didn't. And plus I had to, and a lot of the times, guys, whatever you do, just always make sure you pay attention to your body. Sometimes it's okay to take a break. You know, I'm very consistent, but there are times when your normal routine has been broken in terms of like maybe sleep patterns, then you probably would be wise to just not engage in anything, especially anything that requires an exertion of physical activity. Like if there's something that requires physical exertion, like working out, it's always good to get rest. And 80% of your results and gains in working out is based upon your rest. It's not based upon you going crazy in the gym every day. As you guys know, I go only 3 days out of the week in terms of weightlifting. And usually Mondays are usually more so HIIT workouts. I'm not doing much weights. So I only really use weights twice a week. And I'm only working out a particular part of my body once a week. So for instance, Wednesday today would be chest and triceps, right? And I might do some legs. Every time I tell you guys I might do legs, I end up doing legs anyway. I end up doing it. I never skimp out on it because I hate doing it, but that's part of my weird psyche. Like whatever I hate to do, I end up doing it. Because if I don't do what I hate to do, then I'm letting what I hate to do control me. And you know how I am. I hate to be controlled by anything. So anyway, chest and triceps are the main muscles I'm working. Also some legs on Wednesday. And then on Friday, I do biceps and back. And then a little bit of legs. So once a week, I'm only touching those parts. Bicep, like I'm not in there every day. And I've seen gains in terms of gaining more muscle mass. How I know is because my shirts don't fit the same. My shirts fit a little bit more tighter. They're not as loose as they were. I'm not taking any supplements. I used to take supplements before. When I say supplements, I don't mean like supplements to maybe gain muscle. Like I used to take vitamin C supplements. I used to take what's that thing called? I forgot. Maca roots. I used to take that. I used to take black seed oil. I don't take those things anymore because vital minerals, any vital mineral that I'm trying to get, you could all get your vital minerals through foods. All right. Now, there's certain occasions where you need a supplement. Let's say if you're extremely low in something, but all those supplements are synthetic. And the way the body digests synthetics is much different than the way the body digests things that are natural through the consumption of foods, i.e. fruits and vegetables, nuts and seeds, legumes. So you have to understand that vitamin C in a pill is not the same vitamin C that you get from an orange. They're different. Yes, you're getting vitamin C, but the synthetic form of vitamin C still can't compare to the original, authentic, natural consumption of vitamin C through the fruit. If you're eating an orange, that's vitamin C. So I've stopped taking supplements a long time ago. I also used to take what was that thing called? It was a collagen pill, or not collagen pill. I forgot the name of it, but it was something that was popular. A lot of people were taking. And you know me, I'm always going to do research on things that I put in my body, and I start to see that certain things that we take, not certain things, but many of the things we take, particularly, supplements, it's really taxing on the kidneys. because the kidneys has to break that down. Something that's natural, the kidneys don't have to work that hard, you know. So especially people who are always taking those protein powders and things like that, those things are not good for your kidneys. An excess amount of protein is not good for the kidneys. You don't need excess amount of proteins. You need rest. You need to break down your muscles and rest. They'll grow naturally, you know. But hey, so I decided to stop taking those taking supplements as a whole, and I've been okay. My wife recently, she I think she's gone almost a week now without coffee, because she was a coffee addict. I mean, she drank coffee every day, and not because she was trying to stay awake. I mean, of course, she would tell me that it would give her a little bit of energy, but she likes the cream, like she likes the sweet, hot taste of it. And I had to tell her, she's like, oh, I don't want to hear it, because she understands that she doesn't like to hear when I give her facts about her foods. But I said, no, I think you need to know this, because about a year ago, she's the one that put me on the idea of avoiding the bad types of oils that are made with, that certain foods are made with, like those seed oils, like canola oil, corn oil, sunflower oil. So there was a particular chip that I used to like to eat. It was some plantain chips by Sunridge, and I would eat that often. And she said, palm oil is not good. I'm like, huh? What? I thought plantain chips were healthy. She says, yeah, they're healthy, but the oils they're using. So my wife, she tries to stay healthy, but she's not as disciplined as I am. She still has moments where she's drinking sodas. She sometimes, the coffee thing. But I told her the other day, I said, your creamer is made with. She's like, I don't want to hear it. Okay, I'm letting you know it's made with that bad oil that you were telling me about. The kind of oils that you've been introducing me to that are not good. She said, what kind of oil? I said, canola oil. It's a bad oil. And I said, that canola oil is something that's really not bad and not really good for men. Men who have a high intake of canola oil, it actually increases your chances of having erectile dysfunction. It's not good for your man part down there. It's really not. It causes impotence. But hey, what do I know, man? I'm just some random guy. I'm not a doctor. What the hell do I know? But what I do know is that I'm not going to be putting things in my body that's going to, cause a decline in anything that I do. Especially that. My man region. I don't want my man region to be impacted negatively by the things I'm eating. So yeah. So I stopped taking supplements, man. I don't need them. I just get them through. You get them through your diet. You get them through what you're eating. People don't understand the importance of rest and sleep and having a peace of mind. Those things matter. We're always seeking a pill. The system has taught us to seek pills, to seek things that we have, wrongly identified as medicinal. There's nothing medicinal about this allopathic, structure of health, of medicine that we are currently under. There's nothing medicinal about it. It's industrialized, and you're being sold drugs that they're not good for you. I know back in the past they talked often about the war on drugs, and I find that very ironic that the true war on drugs should be America's taking up arms and going against the pharmaceutical industry. They're the biggest drug dealers in the world by a long margin. Yeah, guys, so. And leave a comment, guys, like, have any of you guys started to like work out or change or start a routine that you identified as something that's been a positive for you? Doesn't necessarily mean working out, but has any one of you just started something that you look back at, you're like, you know what, I started this a week ago, or I started this about a month ago, and I feel great doing X, Y, Z. No, I don't care what it is. This has to be working out. But have you made a change in your life and incorporated a routine that's beneficial for your mind, your body, and your soul, and your spirit? Have you done that? You know, but because it's something that we do consistently is go to work. We're consistent with that because we have no choice. The wage slave system has caused us to be reliant upon work. So going to work every day, I don't care about that. I'm talking about something apart from work, something that's beneficial to you, working on yourself. See, when you go to work, you're working for corporate execs, business owners, and we're feeding into the military industrial complex. We are making them richer. We're making them more prominent. But I'm talking about doing something for yourself. The routine that you've picked up. Because the best decision that I've made and is the decision to focus on my health. Your bank account, how much cars you have, how much money you have. In a grand scheme of things, honestly, guys, those things don't mean anything. What means the most is, what carries the most weight is your health. Because if you have bad health, no matter how much money you have in the bank, there's certain things that money can't buy. Money can't buy your health back. And when you become dependent upon the pharmaceutical industry and the medical industry to be something that's going to rectify or remedy you back to a state of normalcy, if that's what you're dependent on, then you're already dead. Or you'll be using the majority of the bulk of the money that you save on hospital treatments, on hospital bills. So I've decided a long time ago that I'm going to do all that I can to make sure that I am not eating and doing things that the average Joe does, especially with the biochemistry of the melanin that I have inside my brain and inside my body. As I've told you guys before, melanated people, or what you guys like to consider as black people, brown people like me, the melanin component that we have in us, because it's much higher than our pale skin counterparts, it makes us more susceptible for our biochemistry to bind to synthetics. So whenever we're eating junk foods, it's easier for us and easier for our people to become more addicted to those foods, which is why most of us look bad. I'll be honest with you, I did a video about this, and I may have to redo it because I can't, for some reason, I couldn't transfer it from my Rumble account. That's when I started a long time ago. I started off on Rumble before I moved to YouTube, and I had a video on there about the obesity rate in black women, and no one hardly watched it. I didn't really do it for views, but I just had to let it out, and I just hoped that whoever listened to it, whoever heard the message, did something about it. And sometimes there are times where we need to receive hard truths and embrace it and use it as a motivating factor to do something different and do something about it. I was talking about how, like, men, like, the reason why a lot of men aren't dating black women is a lot of the black women they're fat, like, they don't look good. And it's not because black women or melanated women are not beautiful. They are. When you take a melanated woman, a brown skinned woman, and you take her and you put her on the right diet and she's working out, I've said this and I'm going to say it again, and this is not me being biased. I don't care if a woman is biracial and she's mixed and she has all sorts of different exotic DNA, she's mixed with Puerto Rican, Brazilian, I don't care. All those Italian, the kind of women that you see most of these athletes chasing after. I don't care who they are. There's no set of women that are more beautiful on the planet than a melanated woman. There's none. There's none. There's none. Now, currently, it doesn't seem that way. It's because of the diet. Our bodies aren't made to ingest the foods of the European. Our bodies were made due to our biochemistry, because we're more linked with nature than any other race, is to consume nature, consume foods that come as a benefit of the sun. Photon energized foods. And yes, I get it. The foods that we eat today, even if you're eating your fruits and vegetables, those fruits and vegetables are not in their most pristine state. I get it. But in a world of death, in a death cult that we live in, you still have to take the lesser of two evils. It doesn't mean you give up and say, to hell with eating fruits and vegetables. I'm going to just start eating fried chicken every day in McDonald's and eating a bunch of junk food. You don't do that. You still operate with the best in mind. You still eat the best, even if the best is not the best it can be. You're still making a choice. So I believe melanated women are the most beautiful women on the planet. That's why when you do see a beautiful black woman, a beautiful melanated woman, you're like, oh my God. That's why it's more striking. Yes. But today, I mean, wow. They're all fat, man. At my job, 90% of them are just blah. You know? And it's not because I'm being shallow. I've always said this. You working out and eating right, it's not about getting skinny or getting thinner. Getting skinny or getting thinner is a symptom of better health. Choose health first. I'm not telling you to go to the gym to be a bodybuilder or get into competitions of fitness. Some people do that because that's what they want. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about making the conscious effort to say, you know what? I'm going to walk a mile a day and start with that. As I build my endurance, I'm going to walk 2 miles or a mile and a half. Then I'm going to move to 2 miles. And as I'm doing all this walk, when I get home, I'm not going to eat late. I'm not going to eat past 7. My first meal is going to be after 12. I'm going to have a small window when I eat and let my body metabolize the food, allow my body and my blood to metabolize the foods that I've eaten, to excrete the toxins out. So when I go to the restroom, my body has time to process the foods and I can poop it out or pee it out. You have to give your body time to, rest and time to recoup itself. We're constantly eating. This idea of eating 6 meals a freaking day and eating, stuffing your body with breakfast immediately you wake up is nonsense. We've been told a lie. That's not the way we're supposed to eat. That's the way the European eats. That's not the way we're supposed to eat. And stay away from cereals. Cereals are the worst things you can eat. And 84 million Americans eat that almost every day. Because it's easy. It's an easy fix. You know why it's an easy fix? Because wage slavery has made us a product of the system. A product of the system is a system that is hell-bent on building sick people in order to feed the military-industrial complex to make us more dependent upon the pharmaceutical industry. Because we're rushing to work, we don't have time to actually cook a meal, and we're not supposed to be eating breakfast. When I say we, I'm speaking for my people. I don't care about the European. I don't care about the pale skin. I don't care about any other race. Our people, we break our fast. That's what it's called, breakfast. You break your fast after 12. Afternoon. That's when you break your fast. Afternoon, you break your fast. That's your breakfast. Then the last meal you should be eating should be no later. It shouldn't be after 7. After the sun sets, when the sun is setting, that's when you should stop eating. You eat with the way the sun moves. That's the way our ancestors ate. And when you eat fruits and vegetables, your skin looks better. All right? Your BMI goes down. You work out. That's why I'm telling you, if melanated women would take care of themselves, we're the most beautiful women on the planet, but we don't. Because other races, because of their genetic makeup, they can get away with eating bad. Not too bad, but they can get away with it more than us. You put them on a junk food diet, and in long haul, we'll look worse than them. If you put a melanated person and a pale skin person on a junk food diet, the pale skin person will come out looking still a little better. That's just the way it is. You say, if you think I'm lying, just look at the product. Don't believe me. Just look around. Look at the women. Look at them. That's why a lot of men aren't talking to melanated women. That's why. We don't take care of ourselves. Men too, we don't take care of ourselves. We don't take care of ourselves. We drink liquor, fried chicken. We consume meats too damn much. Personally, me, I'm a vegan. I don't eat meat, but I'm not telling you not to eat meat. I think eating meat occasionally is fine. I personally don't do it. I'm not telling you to do that. But the way we consume meat is, and I say we, again, I'm referring to my people. It's too much. It's not aligned with our biochemistry at all. Meat, it's supposed to be a luxury item. It's something you eat occasionally. It's not something that you mash on every single damn day. Chicken, 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 beef, 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 chicken, 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 beef, beef, chicken, chicken. Like, the body's like, damn, I gotta break this down again. It takes me 2 or 3 days to break down meat. You know how fast you know how quickly the body can break down vegetables and fruit? Quickly. And you extract the nutrients, the vital nutrients, in order to give your cells the energy that it needs to allow your body to function at its most optimal state. Well, why do you think you're groggy? Your mental focus is gone. It's chemical. We're chemically based people. The reason why most of us lack motivation to do anything is due to the foods we're putting in our body in the first place. You know, we are all hormonal, electrical charged beings. And the foods we eat generate those certain impulses that either motivates us to do certain things or dissuades us from doing other things. So we have to be very careful about that. Yeah. So I'm gonna stop this stream right now. I'm 20 minutes in. It's 4:45 right now. I got here at a good time. I like to get here early to sit and talk with you guys for a minute. And then kind of like sit to myself before I get in there. Yeah. All right. Thank you guys for indulging me in another Talk Time Wednesday morning workout talk brought to you by your one and only Literary Pharaoh. Thank you guys for giving me your time. And until next time, I'll see you guys again. All right. Take care. Bye.